WTT series events, but this isn't the most tried and tested pair Japan have.
And last time they played, you had a chance to call that match. Do you recall the mixed doubles pair Japan sent out?
The last match in the semi-final was Mime Ito and Hiroto Shinozuka.
But what about when they played China last?
When they played China last, I can't recall now. Can you?
I'll look it up quickly.
Good question. My internet's not working.
Okay, I know you called it, so I just figured I'd check, but no problem. So 1 point apiece here after the first 2 points. Remember, this is the final. Up to 5 matches to be played, but to get there would be a real treat for Japan. Still very calm right now, playing a controlled game at what feels like about 75%, 80% here, the Chinese pair.
Feels like power for power. Japan can really fare with the Chinese. So it's going to be those subtle variations that can make the big, big difference.
I think since you say that, it just goes to show you how complicated table tennis is. That power is only one element, and there's so many ways to win a point. But this one, the timing, the positioning, the placement, and of course the other P, the power. Xia there to put it to rest.
And the serve set it up so perfectly there. It looked like a fairly floaty serve, Chuchin taking some spin off. Sora tried to touch with the backhand, but it was tough because it wasn't a short serve, it was a half-long serve. Great start from the world champions here.
Coming into the towel break with a 5-1 lead, sending quite a message. Nice deep serve and a little bit of frustration. Some football there from Sora, although they call it Saka in Japan. Oh, the answer. I thought the shot before that was good enough to finish the point, and it came back, required 2 more. There's one, and Xia with the forehand right back to where it came from. Sora coming out to play, but still a ball just whizzing back and forth.
Sensei Xia having an answer to basically every single formula. It was great watching her sat alongside Marlin. They were giving each other little looks.
Yeah.
Nice to see.
I think the internet definitely enjoyed that. So 2nd point on the scoreboard for the Japanese pair. Nice awkward push there on the rush in. Not easy to have such control with so much movement behind the body in a moment like that.
Interesting shot selection because it was a long ball. Normally Sora will attack that. That's what the Chinese were probably expecting. But lovely contact, cut underneath it. Good length.
Oh, quick turn down the line. Everything behind this one. Wang Chuqin really showing his prowess on this.
It's just a heat-seeking missile. Look at it.
1-2-1. That's the record. That's the most spin.
Yeah, we've not seen something more than that, have we?
119 was the previous for the matches I've called. Wang Chuqin just set a new record here in the final. To my knowledge, 121 revolutions per second. That means every second it's spinning more than 2 full revolutions. I'm not every second. What am I talking about? Forget it. 121 times. I'm like, there's 60 seconds in a second. Okay, 2nd towel break here, and I just remembered who played. It was Shunsuke Togami and Miwa Harimoto. So that was a 3-0 victory for the Chinese pair. This is when you go with something completely different, an element of surprise. 8-5, not bad, but a bagel, hoping for something more here. Sora's been very effective. Interesting. Something that they couldn't have practiced against or prepared too much for. That said, they're as stable as they come. There's a reason they're world number 3, having not played so much this year, and 3-time world champions for the last 3 world championships over the course of the last 5.5 years.
Beat Tomokazu Harimoto and Hina Hayato in 2 of those 3 finals.
Both of whom are here in the dugout. Interestingly enough, Since we talk a lot about the Olympics, this will be an Olympic medal event. We've got 6 game points. I'll tell you more about that, but China was 4-0. The opposite order of play this time around. So Fraser, what do you think it's going to take for this new pairing on the Japanese side to really have their best chances?
I think they've got to really look to back up their serves. I think they want to try and get in with the first drive if possible, if they can invite some kind of opening like that. An opening which isn't too powerful, but a ball which tempts Wang Chuqin and Sun Yingxiao into a flick, and then try and really hit the ball as hard as possible. I think that's the tactic here. At the end of the day, a drive is more powerful than an opening spin, and these players are also good at countering spin.
A deeper serve this time around to shut down a Chiquito. When you think your opponent's coming in to take it from over the table, that long serve can be a bit of a brush back, a bit of a surprise.
Again, it's that service that just catches Sora Matsushima off guard. Let's have a look at this. The pendulum serve, 93 revs per second. That winner there.
1-4.
First point on the scoreboard. Not too dissimilar from the score line we saw in game number 1.
Just to add on what I said as well, you've got to try and somehow prevent that Wang Chuqin forehand counter.
One of the best points we've had yet, but finally a more defensive shot here from Xia way behind the table. Right after you talked about the danger, Wang Chuqin brought it out twice.
Insane rally right there. The best rally of the match so far, I think it's safe to say. Beautiful put away. Could be encouraging for Matsushima and Odo.
Type of point that needs a little bit of breathing after. A lot of running around in that one.
I've liked how the umpires have been a little bit more lenient after points like that at this event.
Yeah, they're humans. Oh, you want to see it continue. Odo couldn't see the next shot, ducking under the table, pulling a Zhang Ji-ke to get out of the way, caught in the middle.
It's a nice reference there. 2015 world champs, I remember it well. Matsushima nearly ending up there on the barrier. Masterful control from Wang and Sun, knowing when not to attack, when to use the speed on the ball to their advantage.
Snake! Oh, Wang Chuqin snaked her. From under the table, all the side spin left on this ball. Good feeling in the wraparound after. Truls is at home smiling. Simone Gauzy. Man, Thiago Apollonia, Anders, a bunch of them out there. I'm happy seeing it.
Sometimes I think Wang Chuqin's feeling goes under the radar a little bit, but we've seen some around the nets from him, some beautiful hook shots coming under the ball.
I think this is the thing. At this level, the best in the world can do anything. Oh, what? He was walking after hitting this shot. Sora's body language. He's been one of the most rising stars in the game and just mysterious in this. Full stroke, oh, couldn't get out of the way. Wow, that was very unusual. The follow through, the carry.
Yeah.
It just looked like you took a video of a person walking down a Tokyo street and someone playing table tennis at the finals and merged them together in that moment. If you hadn't seen the shot before, you're like, what? Okay, 5 points in front, the Chinese pair.
It's been a bit of a talking point surrounding Sora Matsushima. He's not as agreeable as a lot of his teammates. I wouldn't call him a hothead, but, you know, he's interesting, isn't he? Sometimes he lets it all out. Sometimes he'll carry the frustrations of a previous point into the next point.
Well, we got to remember a lot of things. One, he's young. Two, he's capable of some crazy shots. When he's on, he is on. And when he's off, he's still quite strong.
Yeah.
But right now, it is 7 game and match points for the Chinese pair to take this.
Let's make sure the service is vertical. 3-10.
It's as clear as can be. Roman Klecker leaving no confusion there.
10-4.
We do have TTR, so I'll be curious to see if it comes out here to play. From Asian players or Asian teams, the culture is generally only to call it if a call has been made, which is a little bit safer. Xia sends it deep, and a spin from Sora for quite some time, with an appearance from Lin Shidong jumping in there. Decent appearance after a very strong finish to last year. It's been a lot of talk about Team China. The women's side has been as strong as can be despite some trouble in Montpellier. And maybe an event or two before that. But on the men's side, there's some big shoes to fill. Lin Shidong, Wang Chuqin, and after that, it's interesting. There's, let's say, auditions going on for a stable third.
Yeah, with Chen Yuanyu and Wen Weibo.
Huang Yaozheng, Shang Peng.
Exactly.
And Liang Jingqun still in the game, who's been a staple, a strong third. Here in this event, been some questions, some strong opposition, but a fast serve here. Satsuki Odo races that to the baseline.
The kicker serve.
It almost looked like an Asuka Sakai serve, the world's fastest serve. We've seen Anders Lind pull that off.
Yeah, we have. Absolute trickster Anders Lindemann, who has actually beaten Wang Chuqin before. China smashed last year.
He was able to get the best of Lin Shidong not long after on home soil. So as the Japanese coaching staff here up on their feet, it's a good start. A pair that's been beaten 11-4, 2 games in a row, 75% of the way to their top score just yet. A little bit of side spin, and Xia knows just what to do. Behind the momentum, Odo makes a move to cover the forehand, and it goes the other way.
Yeah, against the momentum, you said it right there. Odo wasn't expecting it right there. Brilliant backhand from Matsushima, glancing it. Xia completely unfazed, dialed in.
A lot of heat right out of the gates, and the answer is there. Quickly prepared with these short strokes, the Chinese pair.
Look how wide Xia's base was right there. So stable, so engaged.
Witness the fitness.
Nice.
To win that one. There was some magic in this rally. A shot came just barely over the shoulder of Odo, and Xia flying through here, cape in the wind, super Xia on the move, and it's a timeout for the Japanese side. You can understand it after a point like this. It's amazing how confidently Sora takes this shot, as close to Satsuki as he is.
I can't say that I've seen an 18-year-old player as powerfully dismissive as Sora Matsushima. There's an all-or-nothing nature to his style. Doesn't seem to fear missing the ball at all, just goes for it, time and time again.
A lot to admire there. If we could only all unlock that. For example, he was almost at a 45-degree angle off his feet for this, just leaning when he swings.
He was the player that managed to get a victory for Japan when they faced China in stage 2, beat Liang Jingqun.
And he beat Wang Chuqin not long ago at the Asian Champs.
Yeah, got his first win over the world #1. Right there in India.
5-4.
It's actually Liang Jingqun who gave him a lot of motivation there, getting the win, getting the revenge, and then Sora gets his revenge here. So they switch sides of the table in order of play in the third game, as one pair has 5 points.
Catching them in the crossover a couple of times, that was clever placement. Wang did well to adjust, tried to rebalance himself. That might have just made things a bit tougher for Xia, seeing her opponent, or her partner rather, off balance.
6-5.
It is a cause for concern. Anytime you play a shot, you need to know what your partner is up to. And a timeout now on the Chinese side. No shortage of work ethic and determination when it comes to table tennis in China. Let alone generally, but this is the national sport, and right out of the timeout, they show what they're capable of.
Again, that Matsushima backhand unleashing. Look at that for a counter. Left Odo scrambling. Not many can.
Deep push, not a lot on it. Taking a chance here.
That was a decent receive from Odo. She did a Timo Boll-like receive where she put her forefinger higher up on the bat to try and trap some of the spin.
Nice verbal confirmation there from Shasha. What a steal inside the baseline. It was almost like his waist was already around the corner when he played that ball. How does he do it? Look at where his body was.
How has he done that there? That was a potentially hand-breaking, back-breaking situation.
Hand, hip, just about everything between the bottom of the shorts and the belly button. And a finisher like this. He gets low on this one since the timeout. 4 straight points. Xue Fei likes it.
Uncontainable.
So cool, that shot. Hand down the leg sweep.
For so many, that is a once-in-a-season shot. Some once in a lifetime. He's doing it on a match-to-match basis, a game-to-game basis.
Yeah, even more often sometimes, and he's got 4 bagel points with Shasha. Some smart play here from the two that have just won 5 points in a row out of their timeout. Two times and 3 or 4 points, and that's enough for a bagel.